Hello everyone, welcome to our beautiful country of Australia. Welcome to Australian Book Travels, but more importantly, welcome to the truly iconic, quintessentially Australian country town of Gundagai in New South Wales. Gundagai is located in part in the Riverina Agricultural District of New South Wales. Being 390 kilometres southwest of Sydney, 503 kilometres northeast of Melbourne and 460 kilometres northeast of Bendigo, the town has a population of approximately 2,060, with an average yearly rainfall of 630 millimetres. Gundagai sits along the Murrumbidgee River and the Munyong, Honeysuckle, Chemo, Mooney Mooney, Murrumbidgee and Tumut mountain ranges. The Gundagai area is the traditional land of the Wurundjeri people, where their folklore with culture and spiritual beliefs run deep. The floodplains here were the frequent meeting place for the Wurundjeri people. There are a number of alternatives for the origins of the name Gundagai. The first being the Aboriginal word gaya, meaning bird or good bird, believed to be referencing the budgerigar, or it can mean to cut with hand axe behind the knee. The name is also thought to have originated from William Hutchinson's 1838 pastoral run, Gundagai. Considering Australia has adopted Aboriginal definitions to name a number of these settlements, the first alternative is the most likely. In 1824, Australian-born Hamilton Hume and British immigrant William Hovell passed through the area and recorded seeing trees marked by steel tomahawks. Although there appears to be no reference as to whom they belonged to or why they were there. Soon after this, local settler Wabi took up a pastoral land of some 19,200 acres and called the property Minki, later known as Mingay. By 1838, the town of Gundagai was gazetted, and Deputy Surveyor General Samuel Perry is reported to have said that a better site could not have been chosen for a town of the first class. Originally, the town sat on the right-hand bank of the Murrumbidgee River floodplains at a place known locally as the Crossing Place. However, the town was hit by several large floods in 1852 and 1853, whereby the town was moved and redeveloped to its current location. During both the 1852 and 1853 floods, a number of Aboriginal people were credited with saving many settlers from drowning. In fact, in the 1852 floods, considered to be one of the worst natural disasters in colonial history, approximately 80 of the 250 townspeople drowned. The local Wurundjeri people saved around 68 residents. That's 1/3 of the town's settlers saved by the Aboriginal people. The bronze statue of Aboriginals Yari and Jackie Jackie commemorates this event and can be seen in the town's main street. Gundagai has also had its fair share of bushrangers, with crimes such as horse theft and the Royal Mail hold-up. There was also the tragic killing of 2 policemen who are buried in the Anglican cemetery in Gundagai. Believe it or not, even as recent as the 1950s saw the audacious theft by bushrangers of contents from a moving heavy transport vehicle driving along the Hume Highway, where the convicts threw the valuable contents on the road to nearby accomplices, all whilst on the move. Swagmen, or sundowners as they are also known, once regularly camped near the old Gundagai flour mill. The Australian comedy The Road to Gundagai has one of these sundowners as its main character, Sam, the sundowner, who was known to have rescued many a people from drowning in the inland rivers. Gundagai has featured in many historical and current songs, poems and plays. It is believed more than any other Australian town. An historical novel by Anita Heiss titled Bila Yarad Hangang Galang Durung, set at the time of the 1850s flood, depicts the Wiradjuri people and uses the Wiradjuri language. There have been many famous people live, work or visit Gundagai throughout its lifetime. Thomas Wills, son of Horatio Wills of the 1830s, was born in the area and is credited with co-inventing Australian rules football. of Gundagai was originally extensively cleared of its native forest by 80%, merely for the introduction of European settlement and its dryland agriculture and grazing. Little is left of the original flora, with less than 1% remaining. In recent years, Gundagai wetlands and marshes, which were home to many species of Australian birds and wildlife, have disappeared due to ground compaction by cattle and the local council diverting groundwater into underground pipes. Sadly, this is the price the native wildlife and flora pays for man-made development. As it is today, Gundagai is one of the cleanest and most impressive towns we have visited to date. The shopfront windows glisten in the sunlight. The streets are immaculate with beautiful trees and landscaping, making the streetscape aesthetically inviting and a refuge from summer heat. The buildings are well kept, with their proud history well preserved and on show to remind visitors and residents alike. A long-term visit, if you can, is recommended to Gundagai. There is so much to see, visit, explore and do that will entertain and enthrall you during the day and into the evenings. The restaurants and cafes offer gourmet delights, with the retail shops delighting customers with their array of locally made and nationally recognised gifts, produce and adornments. Without a doubt, Australian book travels will return to Gundagai to relax in one of its B&Bs and discover even more of what makes Gundagai so unique. Next week, we delve further into New South Wales, exploring its historic towns and always on the lookout for bookshops. Until then, happy reading, safe travels, eat well, and we will see you in 2025. Bye for now.